Hello, everyone. Well, here we are. Gonna fix the headset real quick. So, all right, let me recenter this one and go over here. There we go. All right, guys, we're live. Mr. Dutchman, evening. Goedenavond, Mr. Dutchman. Welkom in de stream. Ik ga even zorgen dat ik goed zit. We zorgen dat ik recht hier overal zit. Alright. So, we are gonna fly from DuBois Regional Airfield. We are going to Washington. So, we have, look at that. That's SayIntentions.ai AI traffic. All the aircrafts here. That's SayIntentions.ai AI traffic. See if I have everything set correctly. All right. All right, let's start up. There we go. Then the battery can come on. Avionic 1. Let's see if I have the correct... need the other Garmin. I don't want to use the TDS today. I'm gonna switch to the other one. All right, here we go. All right, so we have our co-pilot next to us. That's Sandra, and we got 8 passengers on board. As you can see. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. Let's see how it goes, man. Even kijken hoe het gaat, hè. Okay. 1 to 2, 2. Oh, I can see the chat here, but I can also... Oh, here we go. I got SayIntentions. That's the... Normally you can open the tablet from the toolbar. That's this one. But I'm just gonna do it like this, and then I go up again, see the chat. That's funny. Yeah. All right, 1 to 2, that's flight service station, and we are at DuBois Regional Airport. All right, let's call them for our IFR clearance. 2, let me get the flight plan in here. Menu, import from SimBrief. All right, okay. There we go. That's the whole flight. And let's get the waypoint info for Washington, DC. Washington, all right. We are friendly 305. We are in the livery of course, Southern Airways. Southern Airways Express. Beautiful livery here. All right. Flight service station. Friendly 305 on the ramp. Request IFR clearance to Washington.
You're number 1.
Hopefully you can hear it okay. We are number 1. I can also talk to Sandra, my co-pilot.
Friendly 305 cleared to Dulles. Radar vectors midst, then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Departure on 126.725 squawk 7334. Release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1733 Zulu. Time now 1718.
Cleared to Dulles. Radar vectors midst, then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Departure on 126.725 squawk 7334. Friendly 305. Right. That is done. All right.
Friendly 305, read back correct.
With SayIntentions, you get your you can set it in the settings that you get your squawk code already here, and also the departure frequency 126 or decimal 725. So after departure, we can go direct midst, and I think that is already set in here, and that is course 130. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Southern Airways Express Flight 305, heading to Washington Dulles International Airport. On behalf of the entire crew, including myself, Randy Real Deal, and my fantastic colleagues, we are thrilled to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. And remember, I may be the greatest pilot alive, but today I'm just here to make sure you have a smooth flight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
RPM is increasing for NG, percent RPM is stable. Right, low idle. ITT is 710, a little bit. RPM 50%. Now 52%, and we have a good start. All right, so we have a good start. Starter light comes off. Booster pump in normal. That one comes off, and okay, everything is set here. Let's get the nav lights on. We can have our taxi lights on. No smoking, and fasten seatbelt light is on. The temperature is 8 degrees. It's well above freezing point, so we are good to go in here. Let's set a little bit of a heating on. Here we go. Set the fence on. All right. Okay, we are set in here. Sandra, good morning, and how are you doing? It's Captain Mike here. It's our co-pilot, Sandra.
Good afternoon, Captain Mike. I'm doing well, thank you. Ready for our flight to Washington?
Okay. There's another aircraft just landing. Whoa. Don't know how that landed, but that was terrible. Okay. Alright, so here we are at so we have runway 07 and 25, and I think we're gonna land or gonna depart at runway 25. So it's a VFR departure, but then we're gonna pick up IFR. And according to our flight plan, we had to go to 130, so I'm gonna set that one in here. 130. We're gonna come back in here, go back to the map, and go on the CDI. You see the course 130, that's already set. 250 is also set. All right, let's go back to SayIntentions. All right, and then we have a CTAF frequency is 123.0. 123.0. Okay. So 123.0 and that goes in here. And do we have a ASOS? It's 119.025. 119.025. We're gonna set that one in here. 025. Oh, it's already set. Good. And we're gonna listen out.
Airport, automated surface observation. 1653 Zulu. Wind 220 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 9 dew point -7. Altimeter 3020.
Set.
Density altitude 1200 feet. Medical helicopter landing priority in effect. Please remain alert.
220, so
DuBois
we're
Regional
going to
Airport. Automate.
runway 25. Alright, so that's already set in there. 12300. Traffic. Alright. DuBois Regional traffic. Bentley 305 taxiing out to runway 25 for IFR departure. DuBois traffic. Alright, parking brake. Coming off. Let's go and check the brakes. Oh, there we go. So I can read the chat again. Oh, I love this aircraft.
Cabin attendants, arm doors, and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Southern Airways, Express Flight 305, heading to Washington, Dulles International Airport. Our estimated flight time is approximately 60 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration. It contains important information, even for you frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pulling the strap to tighten. Remember, the seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seatbacks and tray tables to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be stowed. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatory.
Sandra, the before takeoff checklist, please.
Drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. Put them on
Sandra,
and inflate
before
only
takeoff
after
checklist.
leaving the aircraft. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow crew instructions immediately. If any
This guy
electronic
keeps talking.
device becomes hot or catches fire, inform the crew immediately. The safety information card contains all details. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight.
Before takeoff, run up parking brake. Seats and seatbelts secure.
Secured.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Standby alternator.
On. Standby alternator on. Come on, Sandra.
Standby alternator. Check 0 amps.
Oh, 0 amps.
DuBois traffic, friendly 233, 4 mile, final
Generator
runway
load.
25.
Load to 3060 amps.
Checked.
Generator switch. Trip.
Tripped.
Generator switch. Trip.
Check.
Standby alternator load.
Checked.
Generator switch. Reset.
Reset.
Fuel boost pump.
On. And normal now.
Fuel selectors.
Both on.
Fuel quantity.
Sufficient.
Fuel cutoff. Push it.
Pushed in.
Trimmed seat for T. Flaps.
Set.
Power lever 400 feet, little beast.
Say again? Alright. Abort is checklist.
Okay,
That
let me know
checklist
when
is-
it's set.
Yeah, I said abort checklist, Sandra.
Suction.
Oh, there we go again. Checked. Sometimes those checklists don't work,
Bus
but...
volts. 24V mir.
Checked.
Bus volts. 24V mir.
Yeah, 24 volts minimum. Check.
Inertial separator.
Off.
ITT, check increase.
Okay, abort checklist. We don't have time for that.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
Okay, stop the checklist, please, Sandra.
Checklist aborted.
There we go. Alright. DuBois traffic, friendly 305, departing the runway 25. DuBois traffic. Alright, I wanted to try this checklist, but sometimes those checklists don't work. You have to fine-tune them. Alright, 25. Numbers are set. Alright. Flaps are set. Bleed air. Can come off. Set power. Off the brakes. Takeoff power set. Here we go. $60, $65, we're heavy. Rotate. Flaps up. Alright, autopilot is heading. Alt off. We're going to 8,000 feet. There we go. 1,000. Turn the heading. Departure friendly 305 just departed DuBois Regional Airport en route to Washington, passing 3,000, climbing 8,000.
Friendly 305, Cleveland Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000, turn left, heading 125, vectors to MIST, then on course.
Climb and maintain 8,000, turn left heading 125, vectors to MIST, then on course, friendly 305.
Southwest 1094, descend and maintain flight level 250, cleared for the MIP-4 arrival into LaGuardia. Descending to flight level 250, cleared for the MIP-4 arrival into LaGuardia, Southwest 1094.
Let's get the strobe light. Got the strobe light. And so we're climbing to 8,000. Let's reset that generator light. There we go. Get some heating on. Almost intercepting the course. Beautiful.
Cleveland Center, Delta 1375, flight level 400.
Delta 1375, radar contact.
Amazing, guys. Love this. Alright, so we're going to Nav. Gonna turn a little bit over left and then over right. Taking that intercept course now, and we are gonna turn over right again. Right, so if I'm gonna check this here. So here on SayIntentions, you can see we have a IFR flight, transponder code 7334. Flight following is active, destination is Kilo India Alpha Delta. We have a radar contact. Top of descent is in about 64 minutes. That's gonna be a pretty long flight, about an hour. Beautiful, man. Right. And this is a VR flight. Where I'm using the Pimax Crystal Super 57 ppd. Razor sharp. Really beautiful. I can read all the instruments here. That's what we like. Hopefully the sound is okay. As we climb up to 8,000 feet. "26 knots wind in the tail." Alright, love that. "1,000 feet to go." Alright, 19. This is still on takeoff power. Let's get this. Almost there. See some other aircraft. So with SayIntentions, you got a lot of options. We're now on cruise, as you can see. You can use all the buttons that behind there: read back, request standard arrival, check in, cancel IFR, request climb, request descent, request direct to. And of course you have to do that via this tab in here. So if I open this one, so you can see now all this is clickable. Also have a live map here with other traffic. But the live map is not working in it's not working correctly in VR. Now here's the checklists. So let me put this one aside. Let me set the power perfectly. So I can do a checklist, of course, here. as you can see. Make it a little bit smaller, otherwise it's a little bit too big. And then we got the cruise checklist. Sandra, cruise checklist please.
Cruise landing and taxi lights.
Off.
Pito hit.
Is off.
Ice protection.
As required.
No smoking seatbelt lights.
As required. On.
Blue Streak 5306, descend and maintain flight level 290,
Oxygen.
cleared for the Bojide 4 arrival into Philadelphia.
We have sufficient,
Down
but
to flight
oxygen
level
is off.
290, cleared for the Bojide 4 arrival into Philadelphia, Blue Streak
Inertial
5306.
separate.
Is off.
Propeller lever.
1600 RPM.
Propeller lever.
Set.
Power lever.
Set.
Cruise checklist complete.
There we go, that's the cruise checklist. Alright, now let's close this one, otherwise we have now a 100-pound fuel imbalance. Right, the trim is set, and now we are correct. Our next heading is gonna be, because we are at midst PSP, that is 109. I'm gonna set this one here, 109. We also have PSP and then waypoint info PSP, that is 11550. 11550. Check this 11550. See if I can get it. Yep, there
Cleveland
we
Center,
go.
American 6236, flight level 330.
Right. So we really don't know what we're gonna do, but we will get from ATC our arrival. Now I can
Envoy 3812, descend and maintain flight level 350, cleared for the Wind 3 arrival into O'Hare.
also see that in here.
Descending to flight level 350, cleared for the Wind 3 arrival into O'Hare, Envoy
So
3812.
airport lookup, I'm not sure, yes. So that's where we're going. Come on. You can do it. There we go. So we got the ATIS information already here. Arriving runway 19 center, 19 right, 19 left and 12. Winds are 20 at 8. Visibility 10, scattered at 25,000. Temperature 12, dew point -6, altimeter 3034. Alright, so we're gonna probably get 19 center or 19 left. One of the two. Especially with this wind. Probably gonna get 19. Well, arrival and departure. So that's either one of these three. I think it's center or 19 left. But we'll see what we get. All right. PSP, and then we're going override again. Heading 17 something. All right. Close 178. There we go. Beautiful. Let's enjoy the scenery.
Cleveland Center, Blue Streak 5306, flight level 280. Blue Streak 5306, radar contact.
Here we go. Have to trim the aircraft a little bit override. She's leaning over left. There we go. There we go again.
Blue Streak 5306, contact Boston Center on 134.3. 134.3 for Blue Streak 5306, good day.
Right, set. We're at 7.4 miles to go. Our next waypoint. There should be an airport.
Cleveland Center, Brickyard 3623, flight level 240.
Just the
Brickyard
right of the nose.
3623, radar contact.
Clear skies here. Beautiful. So we're burning fuel now from the left-hand tank. Got a little bit of a fuel imbalance here. So we're gonna correct that slowly. Alright. So where is that airport? Can I see that airport? Somewhere on the other side there. Very hard to see. Randy, Captain Mike here. Can you bring me some snacks to the cockpit? Not sure if he heard that. Randy, Captain Mike.
Cleveland Center, Moxie 137, flight level 360.
Not sure if you heard that. Randy, this is Captain Mike.
November 36 Alpha Yankee, direct final. Cleared for the ILS runway 25 approach. Descend and maintain altitude 4,000 feet until established. Altimeter 3024. Friendly 305, contact New York Center on 132.875.
Randy, real deal. As we prepare for takeoff, I want to remind you of a few important safety procedures. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. In the event of an emergency, the nearest exits are located at the front, middle, and rear of the aircraft. If the cabin loses pressure, oxygen masks will drop from above. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Life vests are located under your seat. In the unlikely event of a water landing, pull the vest over your head and inflate it by pulling
we
the
have-
red tabs.
We have Kermit the Frog on board as flight
I may
attendant.
be the greatest pilot alive, but today I'm just here to make sure you have a smooth flight.
Where's Kermit?
Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the ride.
We have Kermit on board. All right. Right, this goes here. All right. Nice. Excuse me.
Friendly 305, contact New York Center on 127.725.
Switching to New York Center on 127.725. Friendly 305. New York Center, friendly 305 with you, 8,000 feet.
Friendly 305, New York Center, good afternoon. Port Matilda altimeter 3024.
3024. Friendly 305. Let's see, 3024 set on that side as well. Well, it's quiet up in the air. But we're cruising neatly with about 150 knots. What's our ground speed? Let's change some settings in here. Oh. This must be my ground speed.
Cleveland Center, Envoy 3664, flight level 300.
Envoy 3664,
ground
radar
speed
contact.
already in use. Oh, that was this one, but this one must be the wind.
Envoy 3664, descend and maintain flight
This
level
one is
270, cleared for the Watson 4 arrival into O'Hare.
Down to flight level 270, cleared for the Watson 4 arrival into O'Hare, Envoy 3664.
Ground speed is about 178 knots, 178 degrees. Oh, that's both the same. Okay. Very good. See if we got some traffic up here, and then we also going into here, and then the utilities, fuel planning, present position, use sensor data. Enough fuel on board. Perfect. Oh, look at that, the rain here, man. It's beautiful.
Envoy 3664, contact Chicago Center on 125.975.
125.975, Envoy 3664.
Sun Country 3022, descend and maintain flight level 230.
Descending to flight level 230, Sun Country 3022.
I don't know what it is. Alright. There's a few clouds up there, but on the other side it's all clear. How's the fuel doing? Perfectly in balance now. Almost.
Friendly 305, expect the Prevo 3 arrival, PSB transition, descent coming up in about 25 minutes. Reach out if you want an early start.
Expect the Prevo 3 arrival, PSB transition, and expect to descend in about 25 minutes. Friendly 305. Alright, so the Prevo 3 arrival with PSB transition. But I think we had already had that one set.
Cleveland Center, Envoy 3664, flight level 240.
Envoy 3664, radar contact.
All right. So that's good. New York Center, friendly 305, which arrival of which approach can we expect? Friendly 305.
Friendly 305, expect the ILS runway 19er left approach into KIAD.
Expect the ILS runway 19er left approach into Washington. Friendly 305. Alright, so let's do that. Let's go in here. Yeah, load procedure. Approach. Go to approach ILS 19er left. And then load approach. There we go. Oh, I'm back in. Let's see. Should be in there now. Alright. Oh, that terrain, man. These clouds. Beautiful. Gotta love this. Oh, I have to recenter everything here again. Hey, did you know with Pimax you can now save up to $200? Normal price $17.99, now $15.99, and with my code 30SIM you get 2% off for the Pimax Crystal Super QLED, not the OLED but the QLED. Gotta make some advertisement here. Yeah, this is also the QLED. This is the Pimax Crystal Super 57 ppd that I'm using right now. But I don't have the webcam on, so you can't see it. But this is with the Pimax Crystal Super. It's an amazing headset. Alright, now let me... that one a little lower. A little bit there. There we go. I can freely look around. It's the jet again. Beautiful, man. How's everyone back there? Having fun? Plenty of leg room. Got the feet in the chocks. Ah. Love this. Alright, we think we're going a little bit IMC in a bit. I love this, man. Love this, love this. There we go. Not sure if you're still watching, Mr. Dutchman, but if you are, we're halfway. Going through some clouds. So, Sandra, tell me, how many flight hours do you have?
I've got about 3,500 flight hours under my belt, Captain Mike.
Alright, and what type of aircraft are you certified for?
I'm certified for the Cessna 208B, Captain Mike.
Oh, okay. I thought you were maybe an Airbus pilot as well, so Airbus type rating or not?
No Airbus type rating here, Captain Mike. Just the Cessna 208B.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, Captain Mike.
Alright, let's see if we can get the ATC for Washington. So, let's go in here, KIAD, let's zoom in a little bit. Waypoint info, frequencies, ATC 134.85, 134.85, 134.85, enter. Can I set that in here? Let's
New York Center, Delta 1391, flight level
Advise on
340.
initial contact, you have information
Delta
uniform.
1391, radar contact.
Washington Dulles International Airport, information uniform. 1652 Zulu. Arriving runways 19er center, 19er right, 19er left, 12. Departing runway 19er left. Wind 200 at A. Visibility 10. Scattered at 25,000. Temperature 12. Dew
Uniform.
point -6. Altimeter.
Right, uniform, okay. Now, there's something else, of course, that we should know. Let me see if I can get it up here. Oh, that's a flight planner. Let's go in here. That's not in here. Okay, let's wait a minute. Go to SimBrief real quick. SimBrief dispatch. View. This one. That's it. Import route. Right planner. Approach.
Friendly 305, contact Potomac approach on 126.825.
It's so hard to see this, man.
Delta 1391, contact Cleveland Center on 134.475. 134.475 for Delta 1391. Good day.
Jaraf Brifo. I don't think this is the correct one. 19er left. Yeah, this should be. This is so hard to see these. This now, this is, well, okay. Why is it Dallas?
New York Center, Endeavor 4140, flight level 370.
Weird.
Endeavor 4140, radar contact.
Strange. Alright, let's go to Is the ILS. Is the arrival. This. Where's my ILS? Oh, my approach is gone. 19 left. Airport info, charts, approaches, select. That's the same one. Okay. Good. There we go. Nice.
Friendly 305, contact Potomac approach on 120.45.
Switching to Potomac approach on 120.45. Friendly 305. Potomac approach, friendly 305 with you, 8,000 feet.
Friendly 305, Potomac approach, good afternoon, Upper Strasbourg, altimeter 3034. Expect the ILS runway 19er left approach into Dulles.
Expect the ILS runway 19er left approach into Dulles. Altimeter 3034, friendly 305. Gotta love SayIntentions. I think it's so much better than Beyond ATC.
Envoy 3664, contact Cleveland Center on 133.075. Switching to Cleveland Center on 133.075, shore Envoy 3664.
Potomac approach, friendly 305. Request, can you tell us where we can get the best coffee in Washington?
Friendly 305, no coffee info, advise local guide.
Okay, we will do that. Thank you very much. You can ask them. Sandra, do you know where we can get the best coffee in Washington?
I can't help with that, Captain Mike. Maybe check with local guides when we land.
Have you ever been to Washington, Sandra?
Yes, I've been to Washington a few times. It's a great city with lots to see and do.
What's there to see apart from the White House, the Capitol?
There's plenty to see in Washington besides the White House and Capitol. You can explore the Smithsonian history and culture.
Alright, thanks.
335, contact Washington Center on 135.45.
You're welcome, Captain.
135.45 for friendly 335.
That's friendly 335. Right. Well, nice. It's misty up here. Let's check the wing. No icing. No, we are fine. Hi guys, if you're watching, come and say hi. I can see the chat right here. I can switch in the chat, of course. But I can see what you're typing or what you're saying. Do you fly in VR or do you fly on the monitor? Let me know. And if you fly in VR, what headset are you using? So, oh my, that's a giant cloud. Let's go. Oh man. Alright, so how's the fuel? We have about 50 different, so we're gonna open the right hand tank again. So that's it with this aircraft, and it's normal that you burn more fuel from the or burn more fuel. It's the fuel goes to the other tank, so sometimes you have to close one tank to keep the fuel in balance in both wings. Right, we do have some traffic next to us, but they are higher up. Okay. Alright, that's the localizer, that is 110. Let me check real quick here on the tablet. ILS 1 left. I can't hardly read it, you have to zoom in that much. $191, that's it. 191. What's the localizer then? This is the RML, that is the DME. Where's my frequency for the localizer? Oh, there it is. 111010. That's set. And then the course heading should...
United 1548 contact Washington Center on 134.5.
191, so that's set.
134.5 for United 1548. Good day.
Alright. Good. Oh, wow. Alright, the one is set. Set. Alright, Sandra, cruise checks, please. Let's do the cruise
Not
checks
clear
again.
what you said. Say again.
Cruise checklist, please.
Cruise landing and taxi lights.
landing lights are on, taxi lights are off. Set.
Pito heat.
On. P2 heat is on. Continue with the checklist.
Ice protection.
Off. As required.
No smoking seatbelt lights. Oxygen.
On and oxygen is off.
Inertial separate.
As required.
Propeller lever.
Set for cruise.
Power lever.
Set for cruise. 1600.
Cruise checklist complete.
Right. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Right, so the next track is gonna be (144).
Friendly 305, proceed direct DOMS. Descend and maintain 1500 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 19er left approach.
Proceed direct DOMS, descend and maintain 1500 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 19er left approach. Friendly 305. DOMS, alright, there we go. DOMS, that one. Direct to direct. Alright, 1500 feet. Sandra, descent checklist, please.
Descent. Pito heat.
Set on.
Ice protection.
As required. Off.
No smoking seatbelt lights.
On. Both on.
Propeller lever.
Set for descent.
Power lever.
Reduced for descent.
Descent checklist complete.
Alright. Alrighty then. That is all set. Yeah, alright, okay, go. Oh, there.
Departure friendly 246 2000 for 4000. Friendly 246, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000. 8,000, friendly 246.
Friendly 246. Haha. Alright. So I got the green up here.
4375, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climbing to flight level 210, Brickyard 4375.
Beechcraft 62 November contact, Baltimore Tower on 119.4.
119.4, Beechcraft 62 November.
Friendly 246 contact Washington Center on 126.875.
Now it's gonna get busy.
Over to Washington Center on 126.875, yeah, friendly 246.
Randy, prepare the cabin for landing. Randy, can you prepare the cabin for landing? We are landing in about 15 minutes.
Copy, Captain Mike. Preparing the cabin for landing now.
Jazz
Ladies
87
and
contact Washington
gentlemen,
Center on
this is your flight
135.45.
attendant, Randy Real Deal. We are preparing for
135.45
landing
for Jazz 87,
in about
good day.
5 minutes. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions. Remember, life vests are under your seat, but I doubt I'll ever need one with my impeccable planning. Thank you for flying with us today, and I hope you enjoyed the flight as much as I enjoyed simulating it.
Beautiful weather down here.
Blue Streak 5559 contact Washington Center on 126.875.
126.875 for Blue Streak 5559.
Probably gonna get some photogrammetry already here. Alright. This is the best in VR like this with SayIntentions. A co-pilot reading checklists. And I can also give the comms to the co-pilot. But I'd like to do it myself. You got a cabin attendant. Well, normally you don't have a cabin attendant in a Grand Caravan, but just for the fun of it. So yeah, this is all photogrammetry. You see a lot of trees here. That's all photogrammetry. So here starts the photogrammetry. Now, hopefully my system will it will work. Let's see. No one in the chat. Okay. Let's continue. I'm checking the chat once in a while. So. So we have information uniform. Check real quick.
At 25,000. Temperature 12. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3034. Density altitude -300 feet. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform.
Uniform, alright.
Washington Dulles
Information uniform is still there. Alright. Have to descend to 1,500 feet.
Departure United 684 2000 for 4000.
United 684, radar contact. Climb and maintain 12 2000.
Up to 12 2000, United 684.
United 684, contact Washington Center on 126.875.
126.875 for United 684.
Right, so that's all set. Alright.
7305, contact Dulles Tower on 120.1.
Dallas Tower, 120.1, the friendly 305. Dallas Tower, friendly 305 on the ILS approach, runway 19 left.
Friendly 305, Dulles Tower, roger, runway 19 left is not active. Runways 19 Charlie, 19 Romeo, 19 left, and runway 12 are active. Confirm runway.
Runway 19 left, on the approach for runway 19 left, ILS runway 19 left, friendly 305.
Friendly 305, runway 19 left, winds 200 at 8, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 19 left, friendly 305. Before landing checklist, please.
Before landing, seats and seat belts.
Secured. Checked.
Seats and seat belts.
Secured.
Seats and seat belts.
Check.
Seats and seat belts.
Oh, come on. Abort checklist.
Fuel selectors.
Both on.
Oxygen.
Where is my ILS going? Off.
Landing lights.
Right, autopilot goes off. 19 left. I don't know where he's... Set. On.
Inertial separate.
Off.
Condition lever.
Pull forward.
Propeller lever.
Pull forward.
Flaps.
Set.
Landing gear.
Is down.
Water rudder.
Up.
Autopilot.
Off.
Before landing checklist complete.
Landing checklist, please.
Landing flaps.
Set.
Flaps.
Set.
Power lever.
Pull forward.
Brake.
Below 25.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
Is set. Brakes below 25 knots.
Power lever.
Set.
Landing checklist complete.
Alright, we're a little bit high. Got a big airliner there. Alright, let's go. He can wait. We take the next intersection. Wind 12 knots on the nose. Oh, this is a tough airport in VR.
Friendly 305, contact ground on 121.625.
121.625, friendly 305. Brakes.
SkyWest 3783, winds 180 at 7, gusting 15. Runway 19er center, cleared to land.
19er center, cleared to land, SkyWest 3783.
Round friendly 305, runway vacated, request taxi to the gate with the arrows please. Friendly 305.
Friendly 305, taxi to the gate via Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Taxi to the gate via Alpha Bravo Charlie. I request the arrows please. Friendly Bentley 305.
Friendly 305, taxi to San Z2 via Kilo 3 Juliet 4 Juliet Alpha. Turning on taxi path for you.
Taxi to stand Zulu 2 via Kilo 3, Juliet 4, Juliet Alpha, Bentley 305. Alright. So, taxi lights on, landing light are coming off. Strobe light is off. Oh. So, say intentions, you get a taxi path. You can ask for it if you don't know the airport, or you're too lazy to get the chart. Oh, this airport is heavy in VR. Really low FPS now.
Ready for push.
I think I have to disable the ground clutter here. It's just too heavy in VR. See all those airport vehicles. That's too much. Not sure where I have to go. It's all the way. Let me get the pitot off. All right. Oops. There we go. Easy. Easy on the brakes. Difficult taxiing with a really laggy, low FPS airport here with all the traffic. This is a payware add-on, but it's terrible in VR.
Ground, SkyWest 3783, taxi to parking.
SkyWest 3783, taxi to parking via Yankee 5, Yankee Echo.
It's gonna be a long way to taxi.
Yankee 5, Yankee Echo, SkyWest 3783.
Yes, Qatar, One World. I have no idea how this looks on the stream, but probably terrible. Oh man.
Air 6503 request, push and start. Roger, pushback approved. Commutator 6503.
We almost there? Hope so. It was the stand Zulu 2. Yep, oh, that's this one. Okay. Zulu 1-2. Well, anyhow, the arrows are going here, so this is where we're gonna stand. Is it Zulu 1 and Zulu 2? I don't know. All right, we made it. So now turn off the rest of the lights.
United 3058 ready to taxi.
United 3058, runway 19er left taxi via Echo Zulu Delta Kilo Juliet 1.
Runway 19er left taxi via Echo Zulu Delta Kilo Juliet 1, United 3058.
Dallas ground. Friendly 305 switching off. Thank you for the service. And see you next time. Bye bye. Right, it's a good day. Thank you very much. All lights are off. Batteries coming off. And then the lights are off. Then we can open all the doors. Oh, VR position. There we go. Oh, pilot door, cargo door, passenger door. All the other ones. Oh, we managed the fuel quite good. So, outside. Yeah, this is laggy. All right. Cool. Thanks. Was a nice flight. I'm gonna need some coffee, and then I'm probably gonna do something else, another flight, but then for myself. Alright guys, bye, and thanks for watching. Ciao.